Okay, for the assignment of horrors of war, we picked the World War II. We picked this war because it had the Holocaust and it truly illustrated the horrors of war that happened. So,
were you wearing masks or portraying?
we're all wearing the Star of David because during World War II they marked the Jewish, so they knew who was Jewish and who wasn't.
The Nazi soldiers.
And the Nazis all have masks on to cover their faces because to the audience, the identity of the Nazis doesn't really matter, but we all know that behind the mask is really Hitler, like pretty much brainwashing the Nazis into believing there has to be a pure race. Our scene starts out in the house of a Jewish family, and we're pretty much packing up to escape because we know the Nazis are coming. And that's when the Nazis come in, and that's kind of when our freeze frame starts. The music playing has like lots of unison and like strong feelings to it and like strong harmonies, but then a voice comes in that kind of adds like this sadness to it.
Guys, go! Hurry now! Go! Go! They're coming! Oh, hurry! Go! Oh, no!
This was all just a small misunderstanding. It's about the fact that war can be about anything that could be democratically solved, but corporate greed and just human nature wants war instead. My character represents a soldier that has experienced great trauma during war, and he can no longer reintegrate into society. He will probably go into poverty, and he will have the haunting memory of war forever.
Okay. My character is a beggar who is below the important people, totally unseen, totally unheard, totally unrepresented. And basically my character represents the economic instability after warfare and all of the suffering and famine that tends to occur.
This was all just a small misunderstanding. It's about the fact that war can be about anything that could be democratically solved, but corporate greed and just human nature wants war instead.
Okay.
My character represents
Me in the suit, I represent the business side of war, and wearing a mask represents the faceless side of it, because I want to show that, like in the piece, we want to show that the business world doesn't have a face necessarily, but in times of war, without money, without the power that comes with money, war would not be possible. So I, in a sense, represent the war economy.
On the political side, I'm a general. I make the decisions of where to send people, and again, like Keegan said, white mask because I'm faceless and I do not see the effects to my decisions.
Hey, I am a mother with a baby, and I basically represent the normal civilians who have to suffer because of the war but really have nothing to do with it. So I just represent the normal society.
My character represents death. I'm wearing white because it represents innocence, and by wearing white it also means in war, innocent people dies. And I'm also halfway through the podium because death is such a common thing that people nowadays look over it.
Okay, we're playing music. It's kind of a mashup. Johnny Get Your Gun is a wartime song that's very patriotic. It's supposed to really glorify war. And intermixed are sound effects that show the actual effects of war.
Our seventh member was going to be a cleaner that was covering her eyes. This represents the denial of the effects of the war, because in a sense a cleaner obviously cleans up after other people, and it goes to show that even after the war is done, the effects still linger on, and the cleaner would be that group of people that clean up after the war.
Johnny, get your gun, get your gun, get your gun.